Hey guys, welcome back to Man Time. It's been a while. I know I've been on vacation and I've been debating whether or not to do this video or not. It's a little controversial with drones in the skies, and people have kind of mixed feelings on whether or not that is like an invasion of privacy, but the FAA has kind of cut and dry rules on that. I mean, they've got an app called Kitty Hawk, where you can check and see if it's okay to fly, but they basically say from the ground up into the heavens, they have the right of the airspace. So as a licensed drone pilot, I have the right to send a drone up in the air and fly it around, and whether or not it's on my property or your property or wherever, you know, that's kind of okay with the FAA because it's up in the air. Do I agree with that? Not really. And what the FAA is trying to do with the regulations, don't really agree with that either. But what I do know is this is the funnest hobby that I've had in my whole life. I started out with this little 3-inch FPV drone, built it from scratch, and has a camera on the front of it that you're going to see through your goggles, something like this on a Fat Shark. So you're sitting right in the driver's seat of this thing, and you're using a controller like what I have here. This is a FR Sky controller. Do I recommend this controller? Not really, but the firmware updates, the software, the stuff that they're doing, it's just so hard to get it connected. But once you figure all that stuff out and you're able to get up in the air and you're able to fly around, I'll show you some footage here. It's just incredible. There's a new system out here, the DJI system. They've made camera drones for a long time, and they've now got into the FPV hobby. But for those of you out there who are watching my channel, you're interested in probably moving dirt and running equipment and all that stuff. In Texas here, it's kind of a hot spot right now, and you know, I don't want to run too much equipment, run a chainsaw, run something that I can get myself hurt. Hospitals are kind of at maximum capacity, so I found a hobby here that is going to allow me to do things safely and fun. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the most intense hobbies that I've ever been in, because you're sitting right there, you're sitting in the driver's seat, and you're flying around and you're doing stuff and you're going between trees and you're seeing things that you've never seen before. It's pretty amazing. And if you've seen like the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it's the second one where they start off and then the little trash bandit steals some stuff from the people and they go after them. They're all in drones. I mean, they're flying drones. It's a bunch of pilots sitting in a room like controlling, you know, drones. And if science fiction has taught us anything, it's that becomes reality. So those of us that know how to pilot an aircraft remotely, I mean, it seems like we have valuable skills, right? So, I mean, I'm not an expert on it. You know, I've just built a couple quads and have flown them around my property here. But I mean, the application is obviously there. And with the DJI stuff, you know, it's even more easy to get into it, get involved. It's easier to see it. The picture is more clear, so you're going to be more easily able to adapt to the environment as you're flying through. It's really incredible. So let me show you some footage here of kind of some flights through my property, and yeah, we'll just get a quad in the air and get after it. Welcome to Man Time. Okay, so that was one of my flights there. I just kind of took it around and flew through the trees and through the barn and kind of around some different things there using the DJI drone, this one right here. This thing is, it's just amazing. And, you know, if you are a tinkerer like me and you like and enjoy just messing with stuff and taking things apart and putting things together, figuring out how things work, this hobby is going to be right up your alley. I kind of dismissed it when I first saw it. You know, I thought, you know, these were a bunch of guys, bunch of nerds, right? A bunch of nerds that, you know, I went to college with a bunch of these nerds, but I'm thinking back, like, they had something there that was really cool, and I wasn't really interested in it. I was more interested in, like, heavy equipment, like, what do I need to build a house? How do I get some land? What are the things that I need to do to prepare myself for a family? And things like that. Well, times are a little different now where you kind of need a hobby that's going to keep your mind occupied as a tinkerer and not let you go to the hospital. And this is really what I've chosen, for me anyway, to keep my mind occupied, to keep me out of trouble, and to have the most intense fun I've ever had in my whole life. I kind of reference it to like racing dirt bikes, because that was the most intense fun, but I broke like 12 bones within like a 3-year span of racing dirt bikes. So going to the hospital that many times during this day and age is not really a feasible option, even though I've got like half a dirt bike track behind me and I've got some dirt bikes, but it's just not going to be working for me right now. So anyways, if you enjoyed this, thumbs up, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and you know, get into the FPV hobby. If you get into it, let me know and tell me how it was for you. But I enjoy every minute of it. I love it, honestly. I love it. It's the best thing that has happened to me in a long time, maybe since my wife, maybe since marriage. I don't know. But it's going to do it for today on Man Time, guys. Get out there, have you some man time too.